We need to make peace together.
War is not a solution of peace. Peace can be achieved if everyone is heard. Understanding each other can bring us peace.
War makes children so much tougher, lose their innocence while they suffer. But peace is not the absence of conflict, but rather the ability to solve conflicts through a peaceful manner.
We fight for control, fight for land. Some just need a helping hand. We must rid ourselves of vanity and embrace peace through humanity.
Peace comes when one stops expecting and starts accepting.
Let us live without pretending, love without depending, listen without defending, and speak without offending someone.
There can never be peace between individuals or nations until we are at peace with ourselves. That the inner peace that passes understanding.
When wars and conflict totally cease, at this time our place shall be at peace.
People should learn to get along despite our differences and for being wrong. Of course, one can't reach that much to begin because peace starts within.
War does not answer war. War does not finish war. The only ending is peace.
Think, learn, and connect. Yan po, no? Only here at DLC. Lahat ng mga viewers, thank you very much. And I hope, no? And sana, no? Meron kayong natutunan, something special, something new today.
Isang mapagpalang araw po sa inyong lahat. And let's mark your journey with goodness and greatness.
Welcome again to another episode of Students and Me here at Talk Live Channel.
Magandang gabi po sa ating lahat and welcome once again to this edition of Hearts That Listen this last Friday of July.
So, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. It's another episode of Hearts That Listen. Ikaw na nanonood ngayon, huwag ka nang mag-atubili at huwag mo pong sarilihin ang pagkakataon na ma-share ang video natin para mas marami tayong ma-inspire ngayong gabi. Dahil pag-uusapan natin ay ang temang Helping Hands. Hawak kamay tayong tutulong, hawak kamay tayong susulong para sa mga advokasya, para sa mga layunin, mga goals natin sa buhay. At yan yung ating pag-uusapan.
The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the views and opinions of the guest do not reflect those of the host, the show, the management, and the network.
Good evening, everyone. There is really a technical problem this evening kasi pag ako lang po ang nandito sa studio, ako lang aakyat, hindi po ako makikita. That's why pinasok ko na po ang guest natin this evening. Tonight is a very special night and again, welcome again to Students and Me dito po sa Talk Live Channel kasi po for the past weeks we were not around. Ang mga kasamahan ko na mga ate are also not around. Ate Mercy is nandun po sa ibang bansa and Ate Mercy also has her own activity this night. Bation ako usab no gimingaw na ko sa inyo ha ang mga maminaw sa taga DYWC Teleradyo Channel 51. Well Products Cable Channel sa Negros Oriental. Umayong gabi, taga Bohol, taga Dumaguete, taga Siquijor, o part of Leyte also. Salamat sa kanunay ninyong pagsuporta. You can always like and share our episode this evening because tonight is a beautiful night for all of us. Kaya nga sabi ko, nandito na sa ating studio ang ating guest tonight. But anyway, I would like to introduce i-introduce ko po sa inyo na baguhan po ako kasi I was not really around for the past week. Okay? So, this week, starting November 24, we will celebrate the Mindanao Week of Peace 2022. That would be November 24 to 30. The theme for this celebration is Enduring Peace, Mindanaoans living in solidarity, service, and security towards sustainable future. And the video that I just played a while ago, they are students from Malaya, no? That's their advocacy video on peace. And our guest this evening, siya lang talaga, parang may ano siya, he is a person who is really capable of sharing this celebration to all of us this evening. Okay, he is Mr. Antonio Apat, the staff of the Diocesan Center for Ecumenism and Interreligious Dialogue. And abi ninyo mga igsuon, sus grabe, ang kaning iyahang advokasya, no, dinhi sa ato ang kaning kasaulugan. He has been in the center since 1996, and I would like to welcome you all. I would like to welcome in our program this evening, Mr. Antonio Apat. Hello, Ton! Pakigreet sa ating mga viewers.
Magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat and good evening to all our viewers from Davao, Visayas, and Luzon, and even abroad. Good evening, everybody.
So, Ton, welcome to Talk Live Channel. A little bit, parang hindi masyado klaro ang audio mo, baby, because it's really raining this evening, no? Pero okay, maririnig ka. Yan.
Ayan.
Okay, yan, that's it.
Yan, okay. Medyo malayo ko kanina.
So, Ton, it's really since you are in the, tawag dito, since you are in the center for around, how many years? 1996, parang
20.
Parang dalawang dekada na ata, ano? And I'm really glad and happy that I see you again. No, we've been together in the archdiocese, and then we came back. You know, I work again in the parish, and I am happy that I see you again. So, would you like to share with us when this kanusa man ni nagsugod ning celebration sa Mindanao Week of Peace? And I believe you are really in the center during that time also when it is being launched. Sa paglunsad
The background of Mindanao Week of Peace is in 1999 when the Bishop Olama Conference in Mindanao was organized in 1996. And then
isa nga bishop, Ton?
During that time, our Archbishop in Davao City was the Archbishop Emeritus Fernando R. Capalla. No? And during the time also, upon the establishment of the Mindanao Bishop Olama Conference in Mindanao, he organized also the apostolate of the Archdiocese, which we call the Archdiocesan Center for Ecumenical and Interreligious Dialogue at the same year. But officially, at the Archdiocese level, it was we officially opened the center January 15, 1997. So it means to say that upon the establishment of BUC, the Archbishop of Davao that before organized also the Ecumenism and Interreligious Dialogue, which become a center in the campaign in relation to peace advocacy in Mindanao. So in 1999, Mindanao Week of Peace was established with Archbishop Capalla from the Roman Catholic Church, from the Moro community. We have the the late Governor Mahid Botilan in Marawi City. And from the Protestant, mainline Protestant churches, the United Church of Christ in the Philippines, si Bishop Hilario Gomez from Iligan. So the three is the pioneering organizer in the Bishop Ulama Conference and also the celebration of the Mindanao Week of Peace, which we celebrate every first last Wednesday of November, then up 7 days up to the next week of uh, thir- Wednesday to Thursday to Wednesday, no? Thursday to Wednesday. So sometimes the celebration will be November and it sometimes even on December to or whatsoever. It depends on the date of the celebration. But it was said that the celebration should be the last Tuesday of November and 7 days after. So that's it. That was the uh, I think I still remember the first theme of the Mindanao Week of Peace, which was uh, sharing the past, building the future. What is it? I forgot the first word. Something past and building the future. That was the first. I forgot the first word because that was the beginning of the Mindanao Week of Peace, and we celebrated every year since 1999. So it means this year will be the 23rd year of the celebration of the Mindanao Week of Peace, what was also supported by the first was supported by uh, Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, and then
Pinoy, it's
Ramos,
President Pinoy.
Ramos, Estrada, Gloria, Pinoy, and until now, no. But for this year, I don't know if the president Bongbong Marcos issue an executive order in relation to the celebration of the Mindanao Week of Peace. I don't have the information if the President Marcos issued an executive order. So
So
that's
Ton,
it. And now,
so Ton, what is really the main objective? This it is 1999 and then now it's a 20. So maybe since you started with the center around 1997 or 1996, so in one way or another, you have really the feel of it, no? Nagyo ka diha. You
yeah,
are really part of the celebration.
the main objective is this is the participation. Celebrating the Mindanao Week of Peace is one of the venue which the religious sector, both the Islam or the Muslims or the Islamic religion, Christian religion, and even the primary religion, which they call it primary religion for the indigenous people. This is to foster interreligious understanding and unity,
Mm-mm.
and for religious understanding, interreligious understanding, and foster Christian unity. That's the very essence, or that's two words, no? Fostering unity and understanding from the different perspective of religion, no? From the Islamic point of view. So that's why at the time, even until now, there is still a series of education on how we look at peace and relation from the perspective of Islam, from the perspective of Christianity, from the perspective of the indigenous people, and even sometimes here in Davao City, we even establish link with the Buddhist community here in Davao City, at the Chinese temple there in Bahada, and the Buddhist I think that was our attempt, since the establishment of the Mindanao Week of Peace. And the center that catered or in charge of the celebration of the Archdiocese is our apostolate at Archdiocese, the ecumenical and interreligious dialogue apostolate. So that's why this year the Archbishop, our Archbishop, no, Valles, issued a letter, no, para a pastoral letter encouraging the different parishes to support and make celebrations or any activities that will support the celebration of the 1 week celebration of the Mindanao Week of Peace. And
That's why
hopefully
I
this
use
year,
the I use the the Saint Francis of Assisi, since our director of the center is Father Pete Lamata. So walang
yeah,
pabor-pabor ito.
yeah,
Ah, you know, Saint Francis of Assisi Parish, Laverna supports the celebration of the Mindanao Week of
yeah.
Peace 2022.
So
I am
anybody could
really,
use,
yeah,
mm,
Ton, I am touched with the logo.
yeah, this
Well, yeah,
logo.
I'm very this is really permanente gini siya nga logo, no? This is a
This is
constant logo. Yeah.
this is, it seems like it was adopted by the Bishop Olama Conference as the logo of the
Mhm.
celebration of the Mindanao Week of Peace, what was designed by Sambuanga, no?
Oh,
Oh,
congratulations.
Sambuanga
Mhm. Mhm.
with Father Calvo. I forgot his first name. Sambuanga. No, that was the contribution of the Sambuanga, that's the diocese of Sambuanga, particularly PAS, that designed this logo and BUC adopted this logo. So it seems like this is already an official logo of the
The
Mindanao Week of
Mindanao Week
Peace.
of Peace.
Yeah.
It's very significant. I do not know if you know some of the meaning of these symbols. We do have the, is this a bird or a dove? And there are
Dub,
different colors in it.
yeah. It is a dub and inspired by the Serimanok design of the,
Ah, sarimanok. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
and then of course there is a cross and the crescent moon. The color represent the red, white, and blue represent the what we call this, uh, the Philippine,
The
our country.
Philippine flag.
Yeah, the green color is this is the significant color among the Islamic community.
Ah.
Yeah, and the black is, it seems that I forgot the color of the black, but if you can notice, it was used as the cross, the cross, the black. I forgot the meaning of the black, but green was symbolized the color of the Islamic, the Muslims, the Moro community in Mindanao.
And Ton, before we will continue, I would like to greet Coach, no? Good evening, Coach Loretta and guest. This is Dr. Esmenia Katabay. She is from Luzon. She has
Wow!
also a program
Hello.
here in our Life Library. She's
Yeah.
a
Good
teacher
evening.
also by profession. So please, no, like and share our televiewers. Ton, uh, sorry, ayan, umandar na. What is this? The theme this week is this year is enduring peace. Sorry, I am touched with the word enduring peace.
Ang Eh, actually in Cebuano, mas ano ako, mas malalim yung pag-intindi ko pag Cebuano. Enduring
Oh,
is
sige.
malahutayon, no?
Oh,
Malahutayon nga kalinaw, no? Mapadayonon, no? Mapadayonon. Ito yung pangarap natin na when we talk about peace, it should become a way of life, no? We
that's
apply
it.
because when we talk peace, this is not only in relation to war. No, peace is a process. No, peace is about a peace in education, peace in our culture,
Mhm.
religion. No, our everything. No, everything in politics, in economics, in culture. and even and most especially personal peace. So that's why we have this, we call it in our series of studies, we we always talk about there are around, there are so many petals, we call it so many petals of peace, no? The economic, cultural, political, uh, spiritual,
Mm-hmm.
personal, and I forgot to also education, no? So it's a process. It's a dream, no, to become our way of life, no. Now, uh, which this kind of concept of understanding peace is not only from the perspective of Christianity, but
Yeah.
it cater all walks of life, uh, all religion, the five major religion in the world, no, the Buddhism, the what we call the Judaism, and what's it, the Christianity, Islam, and
Hindu.
Hinduism, no. These are this piece was developed from the different perspective of the five major religions in the world. And that's it means to say that these are, according to Bishop Kapalia, we should learn and understand peace, no, because peace is so deep and wide.
Yeah, true, true. And this celebration would really is a convergence of your or of our understanding of what peace is in a different walks of life and in different religion, no, kasi
Yeah,
so that that's why it says enduring peace. I am really touched with
yeah,
this na we, as what you have said to na this will become our way of life, no, we will not stop advocating peace. We have to
yeah,
endure, we have always to really continue to advocate peace, especially for the students or young people at this time, no, na makikita talaga natin na no, as we have watched the video earlier, no, the students really are very articulate, or even they really understand what peace. I am even
yeah,
touched with one said that it really starts also as what you have said earlier na it's also very personal, no, if all
yeah,
of us really understand what peace is, especially in ourselves, and maybe we can always achieve peace in one way or another. So there is
yeah.
what we call Mindanaoans living in solidarity, service, and security towards sustainable future.
Future. Yeah.
Yeah, this is really a cause. So any thoughts of this, Ton? Why it's solidarity?
Uh,
Why is it service, security, and sustainability?
Actually, this coming by Thursday, we have a forum in
Mm-hmm.
Ateneo as an opening activity of the celebration at 9 o'clock at Ateneo de Davao University. There will be an explanation. What does it mean living in solidarity? But personally, when we talk about living in solidarity, it means to say that Mindanaoans. So Mindanaoans is about the people of Mindanao, the Christians, the Muslim, and other religions. There is a Buddhist in Mindanao, the indigenous people. No, we should live in solidarity. No? And it's a call also of service. What does it mean by
Yeah.
service? Like for example, this is very deep also. When we talk about service, not only interpersonal relationship, but it could be a service like in uh, the form of based on our faith, example, not only
Mm-hmm.
on not only on economic and political service, but also especially when we talk about service, this is about our interrelationship of
Wow.
different communities, different people, no, different and everybody Mindanaon should take, no, the idea of security. When we talk about security, this is about talking about preserving,
Wow.
life. Yeah,
Wow.
preserving life. Yeah. So because if you preserve life, if you really love life, and always in service of your uh, fellow men, so future, o- uh, sustainable future, no, the peace could be sustained not only now or not only the next generation, but uh, the future. When we talk about future, this is unending. What do we call this?
Yeah,
An
that's true, Ton. That's
yeah,
true.
unending way of life. When we talk about future,
It's a
that
beautiful, beautiful theme for all of us. It's a very challenging. Actually, the peace peace process. No, I've been with the parish before, and I attended some of the forum already. It's really a. I hope that it is not just a week celebration. No, there, I
yeah,
believe that this the archdiocese or the center that you are with really have also programs how to really continue this advocacy, especially here in the archdiocese of Davao. Kaya nga lang, no, honestly, and unfortunately, hindi masyado siya feel, no, in the some of the parishes yung ganitong, maybe we could help, no, advocating, especially the young people this time. Para bang hindi masyado feel ang hindi masyado kapas sa mga parishes ang ganitong parang maybe it becomes already an apostolate of the of because it's a difference,
yeah,
it's a separate center of the archdiocese of Davao. And
yeah.
I do not know if you have a close connection with the parish social with the archdiocese and social action ministry also. If
Mm.
I do not know if the center belongs to this apostolate of the
We have
archdiocese also with Father
coordination with
Bongdublan.
yeah, with the different apostolate of the archdiocese. See, like for example, when we talk about peace, like uh, sometimes we will ask if, like, the way we talk, no? The way we communicate, is it peaceful?
Yeah,
This
correct.
is for the past years, no, we really observe how unpeaceful the way we treat each other, especially during election. It's very hard to,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, to live with in peace, no, during campaign period. My God. So i- advocating peace is like also what we call this, this is a lifetime, no, this is a
Lifetime.
lifetime advocacy. Like for example, there is all, sometimes we will talk, sometimes also we will talk about peace in our environment. No, that's one petals of understanding peace.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm.
Ton, I had a picture of maybe who is this person? Where were
This
you
is
during where were you? Parang malamig ang
actually,
lugar na ito.
actually, we have so many friends from the different indigenous tribes here in Davao City. Because in Davao City, we have that 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 person was our partner also with the Matigsalon tribe and also
Oh.
Amanobo tribe. It's a Dato, no? A Dato.
Mm.
Dato Dato Liwas Badua in Marilog. So actually we have, I forgot my we have so many pictures with the different Lum indigenous peoples in our archdiocese. So we have the Matigsalong, we have
Mm-mm.
this Obo Manubo, we have this Tagabawa, the Gyangan, the Bagubo, and
Mm-mm.
uh, yeah, we have around six major uh, tribes here in Davao City.
In Davao.
That's why in our celebration of the Kadayawan, our city government of Davao recognized the 11 tribes in Davao City,
11 tribes of Davao
yeah,
City.
including the Islamized tribes, no? The Mindanao, the Tausug, the Maranao, the Samal, the Yakan, the what you call this, uh, Kalagan, Kalagan.
Mm-mm.
No? So six the indigenous people and
These are the
five,
major ones.
yeah, in Davao City. So
So your now Don, it's 7:30 in the evening. I hope that we already give our viewers a very comprehensive what is really the Mindanao. No, you're very Mindanao Week of Peace celebration. Now we go into your own experiences already. So
yeah, sige.
what are those things that really move you, that you stay in the center for the past years? Tony
In,
Apat is Tony Apat. That's your mark already in acid,
yeah,
no? And
in
even
in our yeah, in our my experience in working this apostolate and relating to the different, especially the indigenous people, the Moro people, and the different Christian churches here in Davao City. We have a lot uh, of what we call this experience. But what is strikes me when we have our research with uh, the indigenous people's apostolate or the interreligious apostolate of the CBCP, no?
mm,
CBCP, there was a similar story that I experienced also here in Davao and also in Luzon. No?
mm,
Uh, this is common. Like for example, sometimes tayo na mga tayo na mga taga nakatira dito sa Davao City, and we are all there are professional priests, sisters belonging to the different congregations, and others are sick. Like for example, mga having profession being a teacher, and even
mm,
others I have a PhD, masteral degree, and so on and so forth. And once we visit the area of the indigenous people, sometimes we think that we should help them, or sometimes we should let them understand, no, the mainstream society. Pero ano yung nakakamangha, no, nakakamangha when we get there in their community? There was a story like this that a religious person uh, happened to visit the indigenous cultural communities. And one afternoon, sitting yung sinasabi natin mga beranda na maliliit na mga kubo, mayroon isang bata at tinawag niya ang bata. Dai, meron kong ibigay sa iyo, isang candy. Isa na lang, kaya dito mo na lang kainin sa loob ng kubo, dito sa bahay niyo. Tumango naman ang bata, ngunit biglang umalis ang bata. Tumakbo papunta sa dryer o sa basketball court at tinawag niya lahat ng mga bata. At pagkatapos kumuha siya ng isang bato, dinurog niya ang kindi at nakapaligid ang mga bata sa nadurog na kindi. At lahat ay ito ang aksyon na ginawa nila. Tip sa kanilang kamay na hintuturo nila. Tinikman lahat nakatikim ng kindi. Sabi nga ng isang religious leader, akala ko ako ang magtuturo sa kanila. Ako pala ang mas tinuturoan nila. So, yun ang mga story na nakapag-encourage, no, sa akin to continue, because you you can learn so many things in relating to other faith, no,
Wow.
communities. Yeah. Sometimes akala mo mayroon ka ng maraming alam, no? Pero
Mm-mm.
pagdating mo doon, ang akala mo ay dito sila nakapag-aral, o
Yeah.
ganyan. Pero yun pala, masya ka na lang na mas, kaya nga may kasabihan na mayroon tayong knowledge
Yeah.
pero wala na sa Cebuano mas ganahan ko sa Cebuano ani kay giingon na sa Cebuano na
Sige, sige daw.
daghan kag
Sige, Ton.
kahibalo
Pero before, Ton,
apan
una ka mo continue, Ton. At
daga
isang Ton. Ton,
sige
una
sige
ka mo continue. Ato sa
okay
i-greet ang mga taong dagan-dagan na sila. I would like to greet,
okay
Eva. Welcome to Talk Lama. She's a friend
Analo
of mine. And then, I do not know, we have some professors of Holy Cross of Davao College. Good, thank you for watching. And we have Lunining Alvarado, kasamahan ko na katikista. She is from the Diocese of Digos, no? Taga Kiblawan siya. And he's also
okay
a missionary also. And we have another, isa pa. Usa na pud ka professor sa Holy Cross of Davao kay mga kauban ako nga mga part-time, no?
si
Si
Roger
Sir
hello
Roger
Jer
Bacat. Oh, you know him? You know him?
yeah kailan kayo
Wow. Well, okay. Kaya si Fromy, no? Happy to see you, Sir Tony. Kilala, imagine, kilala mo din sila.
oh,
Let us go back to your message, Tona. No, you can continue sharing na yung akala natin na we are better than them, na mas we are knowledgeable. So how was it, no, when you were engaging, when you are engaging with the indigenous people, with the Muslim brothers and sisters? So what was really your what is or was your experiences
sabi
or
nga
are your experiences?
oo sabi nga ni Bishop Tuntun sabi nga ni Bishop Tuntun pag ibang bahay no hubarin mo ang iyong sapatos kasi may, anong ibig sabihin na hubarin natin ang sapatos? Kumbaga kung pupunta ka sa when my learning with the different faith communities here in Davao kasi yung trabaho ko ang focus ko sa mga community level talaga no sa community sa grassroots communities here in the Archdiocese no? And we have what we call this pilot no parang target ng mga communities na meron tayo. Like for example, for the Moro communities in the Archdiocese of Davao, we have partner community in Sirawan, no? In Kalinan we have the Tamayong and Sereb community. These are Tausug, Maranao, and mix of Kalagan. We have many kilometer 12 and kilometer 11 sa in the in Lasang, particularly in the Barangay Panyalong and Barangay Malabug. And these are also that is our Moro community and for the indigenous people in the Marilog district, in Paquibato district, Kalinan district, no? From the different tribes in Davao City. So what I have learned so much is this. Kung sa Cebuano ko, mas ganahan ko kay kung Cebuano, kasi Cebuano medyo ko no, kaingon ko nga.
Oh, sige lang, wala problema.
Oo,
Sige,
makaingon
Ton.
ko nga in dialogue, imbog yung di lang siyempre nga open kundi hawasan yun nimo og imuhang kahibalo. Ang imong kahibalo ihawas nimo. So pa empty your heart
Empty.
and mind. So that pag makinig na tayo, makinig tayo hindi lang sa tainga, hindi makinig tayo sa pamamagitan ng ating puso. Parang yun ang medyo masabi ko malalim na pakikipag uh, what we call this uh, dialogue sa mga iba't ibang faith communities dito sa Davao. No? Emptying, and listening through our heart. Yun ang hindi ko makalimutan na experience in the different communities here in our archdiocese. And until now, still, no? Still learning how to live in peace. No? Through our actions,
Mm-mm.
the way tayo magsalita, the way tayo makipag kapwa-tao. No? Kaya nga kaya nga ano ito when you talk about personal peace, we should also touch our faith, no? Our knowledge and how to practice this and to become a man and women of peace. Yun ang nakikita ko na kumbaga hanggang ngayon uh, we parang kung sa Cebuano pa naningunga pag yun no na maging become tayo a peaceful person even sa loob ng pamilya, sa loob ng bahay. Paano
Bahay.
tayo paano tayo makipag ah, ah, relate sa ating partner, sa ating mga anak, sa ating mga apo.
May apo ka na, Ton?
Oo, may lima na ako mga apo na
Sus.
napaka napakahirap na minsan ay yun na sinabi, minsan kung hindi natin maisip palagi, hindi natin isabuhay, maligaw ka, no?
Yeah.
Maligaw ka sa daan ng kapayapaan.
So
Ganun
imagine ko
kahirap.
no, I'm really touched with your life. Imagine sa atong kabataan pa tong una ba. The Tony that I know,
Mm.
imagine no, estudyante pa ako sa Holy Cross sa JCC. You are really
Oo.
in you no ako I've been transferring from one apostolate to another, but Tony Apat is Tony Apat in acid. Imagine
Layo.
when I heard Father Pete Lamata said sa Father, can I ask if I have we have your you have your streamer? And then he mentioned your name. Oh, I was amazed. Tony Apat is still there in acid. So
Yeah.
imagine. So, ug matud pa ni Sir Roger, oh, kumusta daw ka? Kumusta
Oo.
ton? Ingon siya.
Buhay pa, buhay pa. Second
Imagine
life
ko,
na
no?
to.
Second, oh why? You have experienced some challenges, health challenges also?
Yeah. Colon cancer stage 3,
Oh,
2018 and 2019.
so I did not know that. So imagine.
Yeah.
So,
Alim Adilaw and other friends natin from the indigenous
mm,
people, from Pakibato, from Sirawan, from Sirin,
mm,
Tamayong,
mm,
talagang nagpuntahan sila dito sa bahay. Before Ali Madilaw died,
yeah.
he was my visitor at November, and then the following year, January, pumanaw siya, si Ali Madilaw.
So you stop for a while in your ano in your traveling in your during the 2 year
Yeah,
dedication.
the whole year of 2019 and first half of 2020.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
So,
thanks be to God. God is so good.
yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
what are some difficulties that you encounter, no? Parang dalawa o tatlong dekada ka na diyan sa acid. Any as you have said earlier that you have really to strip off no kinahanglan hubuon nato ang
Yeah.
atong mga kahibalo ang atong mga kuan pero and I believe na naagyo kay mga challenges na na-encounter you do have some challenges also or difficulties in in this advocacy on peace and dialogue?
Yan, marami. Una sa interpersonal relationship.
Yeah.
Pangalawa in the faith dimension, no? Our re, what we call this the pangatlo is economic, but most especially yung mindset, no? Yung naging mindset ng mga tao, like for example, the indigenous people, they always think na sila ay inferior, no?
Yeah.
And sometimes also I feel na the Christian community thinking that uh, we are superior, and the other is the Muslim, uh, they are also thinking that they are always what we call this oppressed, no?
Mm-mm.
No? So, but we could not blame them from their perspective, because uh, the Moro people suffered a lot, no, with how these people having uh, having this kind of faith, being Christian, no, and they're thinking that the Christian people oppress us for so many uh, decades. Like for example, talking about 1521 upon the arrival of Magellan and so on and so forth. So that's they call it the historical injustice. You know, how could how could you explain that uh I'm here talking with you, not
Mm-mm.
only being a Christian, but also I am a human being.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I am I am also part of that religion. But
Mm-mm.
how would you how would you see me as a person?
Wow.
No? The same as also myself, no? Being a, seeing a Christian, seeing a Muslim, which I have an experience that my ancestor, my relatives also suffered a lot,
Wow.
no, with so you know this is until now there is no there is no uh, perfect, or what we call, maybe we could say, appropriate way of handling this kind of relationship. It's very hard. No, it's very hard until now. Until now.
Yeah,
Until,
it's difficult really to cross the borders, no, Tono, especially. And I've been with during the pandemic time, no, when I was out of job, really, no, I was asked to. I'm touched with what you said na strip off ang mga knowledge ba. I was asked by the former boss of my husband that I am with the Lumads. No, I was able to go to Panyalom, no,
yeah.
with the
Okay.
people there. Oh, because
uh,
of the former boss of my husband, really, no, we do have really a cooperative, no, but it's not really thriving because of, maybe as what you have said, there is a cultural problem really. And then ako pod nga kanang bag-o taong simbahan lagi, but sometimes why is it that they cannot do away with dual house like that, no? Parang ano din ako at
yeah.
that time pa, no?
Mm.
So that's why uh, there is even a point na when one of the parang isang banana company, no,
Yeah.
texted me na, "Oh, Loretta, Ma'am Loretta, we will give some boots and kanang mga cutting tools like that." And then when I asked them, "Okay, you can go to the office and then claim these mga boots like that." And then I honestly no, I will really make a confession. Parang disappointed ako when they said na, "Ay ma'am, wala mo kaming pamasahe," mga ganyan ba na sabi ko, "Ako ba ba ang magpamamasahe sa kanila na?" Ganyan na. I do not know. You also experienced that Ton, but no, I'm really looking forward. I'm really looking forward of such because the concept, the framework of the cooperative really no is it's a marketing cooperative that we want them na tawag nito na yung mga abot nila ba tung abot nila sa
Mm.
bukid waon namo nya among dadon sa baba ana murag naing ana pero antud karon no until now I do not know if we will try then God knows na the hearts of Mr. Raymond
Our
Zamora na
our concept of cooperative, I don't think so. If you'll work with the indigenous peoples community,
really really Ton
yeah,
because yeah.
there is a they have uh, another dimension of way of helping each other. It's not the
Yeah.
same as we learn in cooperativism. This it different, totally different,
So
and
maybe
you
we
will
need
not
to
we
we
will
need
not
to
succeed.
maybe we will have really to make a
We
paradigm
have
shift
to,
in this matter.
yeah,
Mm.
we have to live with them
Yeah. Because
if you want
sometimes
to succeed.
that's why I was really touched with what you have said that sometimes many times hindi lang talaga sometimes na what we've learned, what we want them to do. Some in one way or another, we already imposing it already na ganito talaga ang gagawin ninyo. But going into living, no, learning and really understanding their culture, how they live their lives like that.
La, pero ang
So I was
ganda
with them for
naman,
2 years. I was with them for 2 years. Hopefully, I do
so
not
if you
know.
have been through in Magpanyalom, so do you know Nestor Labrador?
Yeah, he is one of
Kagawad.
our board members, Kagawad, and
The
uh,
good thing, yeah, the good
yeah,
thing of our work, what is what is the concrete what we call this those challenges, what are my concrete success, no, in working with interreligious dialogue and peace building is most some of the leaders, the indigenous peoples community in Pakibato district were our partners before. So they become the kagawad, they become the
oo,
what we call this uh,
barangay
no,
captain in their own
not only
district.
bride captain and become a religious leader also in their own
Oo.
community.
Mm-mm.
I'm so happy, no? I'm so happy that especially in Panyalon, Malabog, in Salapawan. So our youth partners before now they are already in a position, and I'm happy that uh, they really what we call this perform no what they have learned in our interreligious dialogue and peace building, especially the Moro community also in for example in
Mm-mm.
Sirawan, no?
Oo.
They are now the leaders in Sarawan and very active in peace building and different Moro communities, not only in Davao but in the whole region of Mindanao,
Wow.
in the ERMM, in BARM areas. No? Uh, that's my what you call this proof of uh, success sa ating gawain na
Mm-mm.
ang ating mga partner na mga kabataan at mga religious leader naging ano na no, naging mga prime mover na sa peace building dito sa ating island of Mindanao. Yun,
So
nakakatuwa
you are able to empower them, Ton. You are
na
able to multiply. According to Promi, peace for him is personally enthusiastically accepting our creator every day. Wow. Grabe. Thank you, Prom. Thank you. Okay. Ton, it's 7:55 and I hope and pray that
Wow!
we can still converse next week, no? Patapos
Okay.
ang ano, if you can invite some of your friends because this is a
Okay. Next
beautiful
week, next week. Yeah,
yeah, this
next
is
week.
a beautiful conversation for all of us and I learned so many things from you. Dali ra kayo ang
Invite
oras
tayo.
to, no? Dali ra
Okay.
kayo. So, what is your message for all of us? Your challenge for all of us? Especially sa mga no, this will be replay by some of the students, especially sa hala may tanong pa pala si ano
Oh,
si Promi, ana pa siya nga. Tanong ko lang sa ano pala ang concept ng cooperativism sa mga lumad? Wow, thank you Toy. That's a very valid question also.
yeah. Uh, indigenous way of helping each other, it's not in the realm of cooperativism which we learn, no? Uh,
The way we
because
look at it, the way we understand
yeah,
it. Yeah.
yeah, because helping each other as a community, no, they are uh, they are very what we call this uh, what we call this intact
Mhm.
as a community,
Mm.
no, even the process of selecting a leader is
Mm.
not merely what we call this democratic, but it's really what we call a process, no, and
Mm.
the and you you will not know when to become a dato, when to become a bailon, when to become a leader. It's a time, no, and then it just parang pilik mata lang na i-recognize ka na ikaw ay isang leader sa kanilang komunidad, no?
Oh.
Yeah, hindi ganyan, no? Kumbaga, kaya nga napakaganda kung makapunta tayo sa mga lugar na kung saan parang they are trying to put up and how to make a structure in their indigenous knowledge and skills, no, in
Wow.
uh, uh, what we call this learning their way of life from from faith, from economic, politics, culture, and even arts and literature, no. uh, there is there is another uh, we should look at it not from our perspective. We should
Okay.
look at it from their perspective. And doing that, you have to live with them, not only a month, but I think for a lifetime. If you want really to understand how how the indigenous way of cooperativism like, no, because it's different from matiksalog to ubo
Mm.
manobo to what we call this
Mga
uh,
atas sa panyalong, no?
tas
Mm.
panyalo, no? Different, very different. uh, and especially nowadays, kung titingnan mo, medyo may kalituhan na. Kasi parang hindi na ang daming mga influences na kung
Yeah.
saan hopefully hindi tulad ng mayroong mga communities like for example in Bukidnon, in Lantapan, sa lugar nila di Dato, Big Mikitay, no? Saway, parang na ano na nila, parang medyo meron na silang ah, structure on how to teach, how to understand their way of life from the different what we call this realm, no? From politics, economic, culture, arts and literature, their faith, and so on and so forth. So,
Wow.
uh, which other communities they're trying, no? They're trying and encouraging. Like for example, in Okibato, I encouraging those leaders nowadays to put up, no, to put up their what we call this their own center or a place where they could share each other, no? They could share their, for example, history. They could share their knowledge on agriculture, share their knowledge
Mm.
on different uh, na iba't ibang gawain bilang mga tribo. Hopefully, magawa nila sana, no, before tayo mawala sa mundo. meron na tayong ano,
It can.
meron na
We
tayong
will. There is always somebody who will no, replace us, who will do this for us, our dreams, no. Ton, I hope that maybe if the group, no, if the organizers of Mindanao Week of Peace could, we could have some video during your week-long celebration, and as we also try to campaign for the participation of the different parishes of our archdiocese. I hope that we can show them next Tuesday, no, kung pwede lang unta, and we can invite, no, since it's still part of the celebration, because we will end on November 30.
I will
And
try to yeah, I will try to invite our uh, indigenous from Panyalong, from
Nestor
Marilog.
maybe could join
I will
us,
try.
no? Nestor could join us.
Sirawan,
Yeah.
Sirib, Tamayong,
So this
Sasa,
is a
hopefully.
this is a very beautiful conversation. Kasi last year talaga we did have celebration also here in Students at Me, but now I'm really thankful that I am able to connect again with you for a long time. No, nagpasalamat gud ko, and this is really our campaign, especially for the Archdiocese of Davao, really to really participate in this celebration. So salamat kay Ton. So would you mind greeting, no? Dili pa man ta nag-overtime. Greet ni mo imong asawa, imong mga anak diha, o imong mga kauban before we will
Ayan,
end.
akong asawa dara sa kong tapad na minaw.
Hi,
si
ma'am. Hi,
Daisy.
ma'am. Thank you, Ma'am
si
Daisy. Nice na, ano.
si Daisy diri sa atong mga si diri kay wa ko kayo naka-andam nga maka-invite, no, so sana next week invite natin sila lahat sa lahat ng aking makakaya, invite ko sila na manood sa atin para makaambag sila sa discussion, no. Maganda pag makaambag sila kasi karamihan sa kanila mga teacher na ngayon.
Yeah, that's it.
mga, for example, mga imam natin, mga ustadis dito, no, mga from Pakibato, from Marilog. So hopefully maka-invite tayo sa kanila next week.
So good night, everyone. Thank
Good
you,
night.
Tony. I will God bless everyone. I would like to see you all for a very beautiful conversation. I learned so many things. No, I'm that my takeaway tonight really for our viewers is really stripping off. No, talagang ganyan. Our own knowledges and our own experiences when we go into peace
Peace building.
dialogue and peace building. It's very important. Salamat kay Ton. Thank you very much. So see you all next Tuesday. Good night, everyone, and thank you for
Good
watching.
night. Salamat.
May mga pagkakataon na yung masasakit nating karanasan ay siya palang magiging daan upang ating makamtan ang ninanais nating kaginhawaan.
Maraming nagaganap na pagbabago sa ating mundo. At marami ring nagaganap na pagbabago sa ating pagkatao. Sa bawat yugto ng ating buhay, ating alamin ang ating kalakasan, maging ang ating kahinaan. Let us think, let us learn, and let us connect. Only here at TLC.
May mga bagay na lubos na magpapahina sa atin. Pero lagi mong iisipin, bakit mo sinimulan ang isang bagay? Iisipin natin ang mga bagay na ito sa mga panahong nanghihina tayo. Mahalaga rin na patuloy tayo nag-aaral habang umiinog ang ating buhay. At ang pagkonekta sa mga dati at mga bagong kaibigan ay lubos na makakatulong para tayo ay magpatuloy na positibo sa ating buhay.
Pandemic brings a lot of changes in our lives. Here in TLC, we continue to think, learn, and connect for a better future.
Magtiwala ka lang. Remember this, my friend. God's got you, and we're here for you. Let's think as one, let's learn together, and let's connect with each other. Only here at TLC.
Sa TLC, we think, learn, and connect. Because we inspire people, we empower nation.